Do you have an item that just means the world to you? Maybe it's a necklace grandma gave you, maybe it's a teddy bear or a blanket you got from when you were a kid. Well, mine is the self bow I made back in high school for my senior project. It may not seem that important, but hopefully through this speech, I'm able to convey um, just the sheer amount of time and hard work I spent on it, what it meant to be able to do with my dad, um, what it meant to be able to partake in that tradition, and hopefully through that show you it's more than just a piece of wood. So to start things off, it's a lot of work to make one of these. Roughly ballpark 40 hours if you're new at it like I was. It's hours of using the draw knife to shave layer after layer of wood off, using a file to shave the limbs down, get them nice and thin. Then you gotta go back through, make sure the limbs are even so it doesn't blow up on you. And then you get to the finish work, which includes hours of sanding. You're prepping the snake skins, gluing them on, cutting out the tips for the antler tips and gluing those on. It involves and then you gotta put the handle on. Hand stitch it. It's a lot of work, and it requires very high attention to detail. And as you can imagine, it kind of starts to become your baby a little bit. The next reason I just love it so much was being able to do it with my dad. I remember when I was a kid, I'd go out to the shop and watch him build bows for hours. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And he's the reason I picked this for my senior project. And so it meant the world to me when I asked him for help that he kind of came out of retirement because he hadn't made any for a long time. And so that meant everything to me. And so, I'm sure all you have memories with your loved ones that you hold near and dear to your heart, spending time with them. And I got hours worth of that with my dad during this project. And so just from that and the hard work alone, you can imagine this bow is just priceless to me. And finally, my family are members of the Fort Peck Assiniboine Sioux tribe, and they still live on the reservation, but that's a long ways away from here in the valley. And so, as you can imagine, I don't get to spend a whole lot of time with them. And so, it's always been a struggle in my life to kind of connect with that side of my family. And I've been trying to get better at it recently. I've been working on beadwork, making moccasins, trying to learn the Assiniboine language a little bit. But nothing has made me feel more connected to my family and my heritage than building this bow. And that was just amazing and something I really didn't expect all that much. And to wrap things up, this bow just means the world to me. Through the blood, sweat, and tears that I put making it, to the memories I made with my dad, to being able to partake in this generation old tradition of building a bow. Hopefully I was able to show you that it's not just a piece of wood with some antler and some snake skin glued onto it, but it represents family, it represents hard work, and it represents tradition.